All right, let's get it started. Hey, baby. So glad you made it home. I got you a little something to sip on. Then I want you to curl right up under me. That way we can talk about your day. We can talk about love, life, and anything else you want to talk about. And when it's all said and done, I'm gonna put you to sleep the right way. You already know what time it is, baby. It's time for Pillow Talk. Brought to you by bensounds.com. All right. Welcome to Pillow Talk, guys. It's your man Scott Free here. We're gonna let people roll up in here. We got a pretty good subject for you guys tonight. Sorry, running a little bit late, but we'll it's gonna be a steamy one tonight. So the show, if you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share. If you're on Twitter, make sure you follow. If you're on Facebook, make sure you follow and share. So you guys see the subject. The subject is, can you turn a hoe into a spouse? That's the subject. That's what we're going with tonight. So we are actually letting everybody come roll up in here. I'm going to pull up all this so I can have another thing to see comments just in case something goes wrong. All right. So we'll let some people roll up in here in this camp. All right, here we go. So hopefully everybody had a good week. Glad you guys could make it back through. And like I said, we're on multiple platforms. And so if you're on one platform, we will highlight it so you can see on both. Also, the number will be going across the bottom of the screen. So if you guys decide to call in, feel free to. You can remain anonymous, or you can put your name and everything out there if you want all the smoke. So I'm the type of person I want all the smoke. And on Pillow Talk, we're not really bashful, but we do know we are respectful to some of the people that can't really watch the show and participate because they scared. Not scared. They just want to, keep things private. They don't want everybody out there in their business. And you got a lot of closet freaks, you got a whole lot of closet freaks. So like I said, we're going to let the crew start rolling up here in this camp. If you are coming in and I don't see who you are, I don't want to call you out if you don't want to be called out on here. But anyway, guys, glad you guys could come in. Like I said, I'm running kind of late, but hey, that's how it goes. Got to stay hydrated, got to stay hydrated. So subject of tonight is, like I said, can you turn a hoe into a spouse? That's the big common question for a lot of women, is like, a lot of women feel that hoes get the man. They feel like because they're a good girl, they're not getting the man. And so we're going to clear up that rumor tonight, that clear up any of those misconceptions or rumors that's going on with that. And do you think you can reform a hoe and make that person into a spouse? It could be a male hoe, female hoe, whatever else. It could be any one of those. But what is your opinion on that? We'd like to let you guys say that because, hey, women, there's a lot of dudes out there who are hoes, right? But will he be a straight up man for you? Will he leave all his tricks and stuff to the side and be faithful to you? And men, do you want a Miss Goody Two Shoes, or do you want a girl that's that's a human? Does she have to be Miss Goody Two Shoes? Because first of all, we need to define what a hoe is today, because the criteria of hoe has changed over the years. Back in the day, if a girl slept with more than one guy, she was a hoe, right? But now it's common that, people out there, what? I'm not going to say it's common. Because you remember how the song used to go, Papa was a Rolling Stone. He was sleeping with a bunch of women, right? If Papa was a Rolling Stone. So both of them guys back in those days were hoes, right? And you remember the old saying that it might be the milkman's baby. You remember that saying? So that means a lot of people was getting it on back in the day. And then you have Woodstock. So has things changed this day? I think that it's more on blast. I think that relationships and stuff move faster. So just because a relationship moves faster, does that mean that person is a hoe? That's what I like to know. So you guys sound off and let me know what you guys think. Is that person A hoe. Now, this is what I'm gonna say. Do I want a hoe? No. But do I want a girl that doesn't have any experience? I don't know. And then, like I said, we got to find a definition of hoe. What is the definition of hoe? That's what we need to define. How many people does a person have to sleep with? Or in what period of time makes them a hoe? If you sleep with, let's say, 2 people in a year, is that a hoe? If you sleep with 2 people in a day, is that a hoe? Where's the criteria of a hoe at? Because that's a good subject. Because people always have said you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. But like I said, I like to know that. I like to know that. I'm gonna go out there on a limb and say this. There's a song out, and I think it was Moneybagg Yo that said, "Yeah, you say she a hoe, but it's my turn, right?" And most men, men are starting to get to the point where we're not caring about all that. We're not caring about all that. So we need to know. I'll just tell you my opinion on that. If you got somebody that's good to you, their past is their past. If they're good to you, if they treat you right, their past is their past. Now, would I settle down with a girl that has been around the block? My opinion is I think most people have been around the block, to be honest. I think that when you talk to people and they act like that they haven't had any experience, most people have, and women are going to keep it discreet. You know what I'm saying? Women are going to keep it discreet. They're not going to go out there and put their business out there like a guy, Men are more out there in the open, right? So what is the definition of a hoe? That's the question of, can you turn a hoe into a spouse? Now, if the answer is a hoe is somebody that just keeps sleeping with people on a regular basis, like let's say a guy has got 3 women and he's juggling between all 3 women and he's cheating with all 3, he's dating all 3 women. Is that considered a hoe? If a woman has a boyfriend and is sleeping with her ex or her baby daddy, does that make her a hoe? That's the question. That's what I'd like to know. Does that make her a hoe? It's a really good question. Because I'll tell you what, there's been some women out there, or people in general, that I have seen that people, quote unquote, consider them a hoe. And they are in relationships that have been going on for years. And you don't hear any of those stories about them. And they are just happy, right? So my main question is, do you care what people think? Because if somebody makes you happy and they have a past, right? Because everybody has a past. If they make you happy, don't you just throw all that away and allow them to be themselves? I would. This is my thing. And people got a misconception of strippers too. Let me say this. They think that if a girl, and matter of fact, they close a strip club down around in our local area, but a lot of people think that strippers are hoes. I don't believe that. I think you can get laid faster in church than you can in a strip club, right? Because I think the women have learned this thing that if I give up the goodies, a guy's not going to give me money, right? So if you date a stripper, a lot of people think you're dating a hoe. I don't care. I would date a stripper, but I don't think that it's a problem of a girl's occupation that makes her hoe. I think because, like I said, you got hoes in church. So I just think it's how a person carry themselves and their activities that they're doing in a short period of time. Like if a woman has, I don't know, I say 4 or 5 different men that they're dating within 6 months, I consider that a hoe. I do. Even if you say you're in a settled down relationship, but you keep changing booze every time you change your air filter in your house, then guess what? You got something going on. And I say that's a hoe. Right? Because some people, men too, I think some people just can't be satisfied, Can that person be satisfied? I don't know. I don't know. That's a tricky one. It's for you guys to kind of help sort out, because this was a question that was asked. And I thought it was a damn good question. I really did. I thought it was a damn good question, because while you worried about somebody's past, um, you might be messing up the love of your life because you're so caught up into what other people think about the person you with. So I'm going out on a limb and say, yes, you can. You can make a hoe into a spouse. I'll go out on a limb and say that. I really will. I'll go out on a limb and say that. So the people are texting me questions on her and not putting it on her yet. I don't know if they're trying to get in on the show. Well, you can go through YouTube. If you're on Facebook and you can't comment, because if you ban, you can go over to YouTube. And like I said, I'll highlight the comments. But anyway, that's it. Yep, there you go. But anyway, like I said, I think that you can. I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say that you can. You can literally make a hoe into a hoe into a spouse. I put money on it. And the reason why I say I put money on it is because sometimes people are out there dating around because they want to find somebody that loves them and treat them right. Miss T, what's going on, young lady? She said, I know for a fact you can turn a housewife into a hoe. Yeah. I've seen it happen reverse a whole lot of times. But let me ask you this. What's your definition of a hoe? Do you think that what makes a person, and I know it's double standards for men and women, but what makes a woman a hoe and what makes a man a hoe? What's your definition of that? Because it seems like a lot of people have double standards, when it comes to that, Yeah, let me know what you think, Miss T. Because I think, me personally, I think if you got somebody that's out messing with a whole lot of people in a short period of time, right? Everybody and their grandmama hit me up in Messenger. You got to hit me up on here. I know you guys want to remain secret, but you got to hit me up on here, or I won't hardly see it. It comes up on the screen and goes away. You don't have a definition of hoe? Okay. So what if it's a guy you dating that you like, right? And a girl come to you and say, he's a hoe. Would you pass him on by, or would you give him the time of day? And if you gave him time of day, would you trust him, or would you, what's your thoughts on that? Tanya said it's 2022. Unless there is money being exchanged at the time of service, there are no whores. Other than that, let people live their lives. Mind your business. I agree. Unless there's money being exchanged, then you're no whores. Because this is what's funny. What you call a whore, the next person don't call a whore. But I do think that just because somebody has a past, I don't think you should avoid that person, But what I do think is that you could get to know that person. I wouldn't rush in because I would want to find out. I mean, with anybody, you should find out what they bring to the table, Because if they are, you get your feelings hurt or something like that. But that's what I would. But that's a good thing. Nobody's a hose unless it's money exchange, right? Because you know what's funny? I'm gonna tell you what's funny else about that too. Because people will call another person a hoe when they doing the same exact thing, if not more. Because I know some women, over the years, I've met some women that have done some crazy, and guys too, you know what I mean? But men don't really say it as much. So that's why I'm saying it towards women. It's not that I'm trying to center women out. But I know some women that have done some crazy stuff over the days and then act like they haven't done anything and be talking about the next girl like she the one is in the wrong. I'm like, you just got through doing the same thing, or you do the same thing. It happens. Okay, let's see what she's saying. She said, if I like him, I'm going to get to know him. I can't judge a person based on what someone else has said about him. She might just be bitter because he didn't want her. I agree with that. What's funny is women pride get hurt a lot. Well, you know what? Men pride get hurt. I ain't going to put it all on women. But women will get, if you tell a woman no, man, she'll have some crazy stuff to say about you, boy, for real. Yep. All right. Divine Honesty said, you can't change anyone. They have to want to change. I agree with that. I agree with that. They got to want to change. But let me ask you this. What is your opinion of a hoe? What's the definition of a hoe? Divine Honesty. Because that's the question. Can you take a person that's a hoe or quote unquote supposed to be a hoe and make them into a spouse? But we got to find what's the definition of a hoe. Bill Gray said a sexual activity with many partners or professionals. Right. But okay, Bill, but let's say let's say a girl, let's say somebody say a girl is a hoe, right? Let's say you're single and somebody said this girl right here is a hoe. Would you not date her because of what somebody else's opinion is? Or would you want them to explain what this girl did to be a hoe? And the reason why I say that is because what do we say that the person has done to consider them a hoe? How many sexual partners in what period of time makes them a hoe? Because what if a person has somebody they messed around with and they talked to 3 different people, but it was over a 3-year period of time? Does that make them a hoe? Now, if it's in a week, yeah, that might make them a hoe. Tanya said, unless you married the first person you were, she said, unless you married the first person you were with, everyone has a past. Jeez, I agree. And you know what's funny? None of us are virgins. None of us are virgins. You know what I mean? We all lost our virginities probably, like the last show said. And Bill said trains is a hoe. So if a girl sleep with like 2 or 3 men at one time, that makes her a hoe? Okay. Well, let me ask you this, Bill. Is a man a hoe if he has a threesome with 2 women? Bill said he don't ask. Hey, that's one way around it. Just don't ask, huh? Just don't ask. All right. Miss T said a man and a woman can sleep with the same amount of people and people will still consider her a hoe and him a player. I agree with that. I agree with that. So how many for a guy to be a hoe, how many does he have to sleep with? How many does he have to take down before women say, hey, I ain't messing with him because he's a hoe? Bill said ignorance is bliss. Yep. If you don't know, you don't know. Hey, but what is it? Moneybagg Yo on that song. He said, yeah, you say she a hoe, but she my hoe. It's my turn now. He said she mine. Because just because you say she a hoe don't mean she a hoe. And what if a girl or a guy has dated a whole lot of people? I mean, dated a few people, right? And they've been through the ringer and then they figure out what they like and they don't like, because sometimes good people get messed over. Yep. Sometimes good people get messed over. It happens quite frequently. And I think it happens to women more than it happens to men. Because I'll tell you what, this is what I think. And I could be wrong. I think most men in their mind, oh, Billy said the homies can't have been with her. I agree with that. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna settle down with a girl that my homeboys done messed around with. I don't think I could settle down and be a love connection. I don't know. But let me say this. If it's somebody they dated like 10, 15 years ago in the past, and like high school or fresh out of high school, they dated for a little while, didn't have any kids together. Nah, I'm not gonna trip on that. I wouldn't trip on that. Nah. But if it's a best friend, if it's like a close best friend or a family member who was really in love with that person and like that person, then no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't settle down with him. I wouldn't. All right. Miss T said, a guy will never be a hoe in my book. Women either. Loving sex doesn't make you a hoe. Some people have a high sexual appetite. I agree with that. I agree with that. But you know what's funny? A lot of people, that have multiple partners, they're gonna keep it a secret. They're not gonna tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. Just because you got somebody that you don't think has been with a bunch of people, you don't know. You don't know somebody's past. You don't know. I'm like Bill. I don't really get in their past unless it's just something that's just so totally over the top, something that they can't just, it's something just huge. They just got crazy, Mhm. All right. Divine Honesty said, all right, I feel like a hoe is someone who has to have sex like a habitual cheater. I agree with that. Somebody that just can't stop messing with everybody, right? If they can't stop, right? I get it. I get it. All right, hold on. Let me get you in order. Bill said, Bill said if she don't have whole tendencies, y'all won't be happy. Bill, that's a pretty good point, dude. If she'll have something in her, right? She gotta have that. She gotta be able to bring out that wild side. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to miss goody two shoes. Miss T said, but who I've been with before is not your business. I agree with that. Unless it's somebody that was in their family, somebody that's close that's gonna come out anyway, you know, if y'all gonna get into a close relationship. And Tanya said, what's a bunch of people? A bunch of people would be like, I don't know. I guess like 5-6 people in a month, I guess. That's a bunch of people, right? Or are you talking about just their whole track record, their whole history? Is that what you're asking the question for, Tanya? Or are you saying a bunch of people as in what makes them a hoe? Or do we say it's a bunch of people like in their past? Billy said, hoe in the bed, lady on the arm is the recipe. Yep. Divine Honesty said, hoes are not the only freaks. I agree with it. Yeah. Well, what we're saying is we're looking at it like what people are calling people are hoes really probably ain't hoes. Just because they like Tanya has said, when you get with somebody new, you don't know if who all they've been with. So, and we all have a past. We all got kids. We all most of them been married. Most of them been, none of us are virgins. Let's just say that, especially when you get to 40, 50 years old, right? And so I'm like y'all, I don't really think that's a hoe. I think a hoe is somebody out there getting paid for it and really doing it because, like I said, you can't keep up with it. Yep. Tanya said, you can't have it both ways, Bill. I'm just saying. A number. What up, Levon? A number of people in the past. I don't know. I don't know what make a woman a hoe. Depends on the age. Depends on the age, I say. I don't know. Y'all help me out with this. L. The topic of the show is, can you make a hoe into a spouse? Men or women, right? It goes on both, right? So we try to define what a hoe is. But what we came up with is someone who's out there charging for sex can be considered a hoe. But because somebody been with this person, that person, you don't know who they've been with, right? So you can't really put that number on there. I don't know. All right. So basically, L, we're trying to yeah, you can't hold a person's past against them. But hold on, I'm gonna get back to you. But Tanya was saying, what number makes a woman a hoe and what number makes a man a hoe? So that's the going question, guys. Put up a number with a W on it for women and an M on it for men. What's the number of people that somebody have in their past that you consider them a hoe? I like to know that too. All right. So let's see what Miss T said. I want to pass you over. She said, I know a guy who died and he had a baby by this chick. His brother stepped in to help her with the baby. They ended up marrying and having kids together. And I don't consider either one of them in the wrong. Let me think about that. He died. He stepped in. She was a good woman. They ended up having married kids. Let me say this. I don't think that is a problem with the adults. But I think that how can I say this without stepping into something crazy? I think that with the adults, it's okay for the adults, but I think with kids, I think that their first cousin is their brother or their sister. I think that's where it's going to kind of get hairy at, you know? I think that's the only problem because they're brothers and sisters, but they first cousins too. So, but I can understand how that would happen. I wouldn't blame them and get mad for it if that was something that happened. They both stepped in, they helped each other out, and they end up falling in love. You can't, I mean, spending time together and doing all this, it could happen. So I wouldn't hold that against them either. Yeah. L said, you can't hold a person's past against them. Tanya said, what number makes a man a hoe? She wants to know. And Tanya said 1 for both. So Tanya, you can't say if they slept with one person, they're a hoe. Can't say it. Can't say it. All right. Divine honestly said a number does not make them a hoe. It's the intentions behind it. Just like I just want to fuck every girl in the world. Yep. Yeah. Okay. 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 But well, let me ask you this. Let's say a guy has slept with 20 women over his period, over his life, and he's 40, 50 years old. Would you consider that a hoe, or would you not consider that at all, Miss Divine Honesty? Like to know? I like to know. I like to know. I like to know. All right. Miss April. Miss April said, everybody, hey, everybody, I'm running late as usual. Yeah, we're going to dock your pay and you're going to be on suspension. You better get in here in time. All right. Here we go. Let's keep on rolling. All right. Miss Nene said, hoes retire just like cheaters. People change, some for the better and some for the worse. I agree. I agree. You can't hold your whole life, right? And sometimes when you out and you dating and you're meeting people, you're not keeping track of saying, hey, let me make sure I keep my body count down. But we would like to know, the going question is, what is a number that you would consider that a guy would have too many bodies in his past? And what's a number that a woman could have that there's too many bodies? L said there's no number. Let me ask you this, L. Let's say a girl is 50 years old and she has slept with 30 men over the years. Would you consider her a hoe? And do you think you could settle down with a girl that has slept with that many men? Like, let's say 2 of the men came because she was curious and she had a threesome with 2 guys. Would you count that? Let's say that gives her 2 right there, right? So that's the question. That's a damn good question. I know a lot of people said they're not. Bill said ignorance is bliss. He said he ain't asking. Me, I don't ask a girl about their past unless it comes up through conversation. You know, you're talking about how I mean, I don't really dwell on that because I'm more into how she treats me. Because just because a person tell you only 2 or 3, you might as well give them a curve to that. You know, what was a growing joke back in the day? If a girl says she slept with if she slept with 3 people, you gotta give her a curve of 3 more. That's what they used to say back in the day. All right, Miss T said, why does it matter how many they have slept with? If you with someone that makes you happy, it shouldn't matter. Okay, but so the question is, Miss T, that let's say you got somebody who has had a little bit of a past, right? Would you trust them to be faithful and be with you? That's the real question, because a lot of people, men are really hung up on that silly shit most of the time. Most of the time. Men, you know, like Miss T said a little earlier, she said a woman can have a bunch of bodies and people call her a hoe. If a man have the same amount of bodies, they'll call him a player, right? So let's say a woman has a few people she done been with. Man, my thing is this: you don't want nobody who's boring anyway. L said he's had his share, so I guess I'm a hoe. Okay, all right. Well. Let me say this. L said, who hasn't had a little bit of a pass? Okay, all right, I got it. I get you. I get you. April said she calls it experience. Diamond Karma said, I don't want no man that has been around the world. Okay, well, let me ask you this, Miss Diamond. Glad you came in here with this. So, how many bodies do you consider that a man has had that's a hoe? Oh, let me highlight you so everybody on the other platform can see. How many men, how many bodies does a man have to have or a woman have to say that? Tanya said, I don't know any man hung up in that. We're adults, shouldn't matter. I agree with that. I agree. But you know what? This is the thing. This is the real thing. And I'll be honest with you. If you see somebody that you're attracted to and y'all hit it off, I say 95% of the people will pursue it to see what that person is about. I don't think at this age, when you're over 40, well, really, I ain't gonna say over 40, 20, 30, because you know what? The new generation is a lot more free than our generation. You know what I mean? And I think it works out to their benefit because they look at like, shit, I thought about trying, I'm gonna try it. Okay, I didn't like it. So I'm gonna go on, you know. Hey, Diamond. Hey. LV Levon said, I was in the Navy. I've definitely been around the world. Exactly. So he's experienced some stuff. It's experience. But I like to know her definition of a hoe. I really would. I like to know that. All right. Miss T said, we all have a past. If you buy a used car, you don't care how many miles people rode in it before. So who cares? I want someone that is experienced because I'm too old to teach someone how to do shit. Bingo. I agree. I agree with that. Let me tell you something. I don't want some girl that's acting timid because at the end of the day, when those doors shut, we both got to go out of our way, not out of our way. We both got to do what it takes to please the other one, right? So let's get past all the silly shit. I want somebody with some experience going to come in there and we going to knock that thing out or bring something to the bedroom that make you go, wow, you know? Okay. Miss Diamond Karma said, I don't want a man. She said, hold on, let me get your stuff up here. She said, let's put it like this. I don't want a man that anyone and everyone can have easily. Perfect. It's a perfect example. That's a perfect answer. Because I'm gonna tell you what, that's what everybody else said. You know, we don't know because a lot of people swearing up and down that they haven't been with this and that. People will lie. People will lie. Elle said it shouldn't matter, but people will lie. And so you'll never know. You'll never know. Hold on, April. Hold on. Make sure I get yours up. She said, I don't care how many you had in the past. If you with me, I want to know about the future. I agree with that because that's what matters. How are we going to treat each other in the future? And Elle said, damn right. All right, Nene said, the real question should be, did you use protection and when was your last medical exam? Yep, that's something you got to keep up with. Yep, you got to definitely keep up with that. That's definitely. And Ann said, I definitely agree with diamonds. Period. She said she don't want a man that's been around with everywhere and everybody that anybody could easily have. All right. Diamond said, Levon dresses like he's 17, so I know he still gets around. Oh, uh-oh. You hear that, L? Shots fired. Diamond said, you still dressing like a 17-year-old, so she know you are getting around. Go ahead, L. You gonna let her get away with that? All right. Men lie, but numbers don't lie. That's what L said. Hey, L, that ain't diamond. This is a different diamond. So, hey. But I like that. Hey, what she say? She fired them shots right out at him. I love it. She says she can tell. But the question is, L, are you willing to put up your player days to settle down when it's time to settle down? Mac Lowry said, people do it every day. I agree. L said, I'm a granddad. So does that mean you have Diamond said, I'm not his daughter. Yeah, L, she's not my daughter. This ain't your little cousin right there. So this Diamond can hold her own. So be careful what you say to Miss Diamond right here, because this girl can hold her own. I don't want her to eat you up so bad in this. You sign off and run. So Max says, if both people are happy, it don't matter. I agree with that. Because guess what? You don't know what somebody done in their past. You don't know. And L said, definitely ready. Oh, he said he know. I can't believe. Oh, L said, I ain't never scared. L, you ain't normally letting somebody throw some shots and don't get back. But she did. She threw them shots out there. Hey. Hey, she said she was playing L. Yeah, L got a sense of humor. He's just messing too. Yeah. But I'm just like Max said, the problem is it's going to how that person treats you, right? And is that person capable enough to please you, right? Max said, we all have a past and everybody been a hoe once before. Hey, listen, what they say, everybody was always somebody's hoe at one point in time. And listen, the things that your man done to you, he probably did it with the other woman, his ex, right? His baby mama. Same thing with a woman. You think she dated some dude and they didn't experiment? Come on, man. Grow up. We all got to, I'm just saying, not us in general, but I'm just saying that people, because, people said this on her. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Okay. Hey, Diamond. L said he'd already had to go peep and see who you was. So he done already went over there and saw it. Is that why you L, is that why you step back a little bit? You was shocked by her picture or something? That's probably what it is. L probably was shocked, something. He done went and then been nosy. All right, hold on. All right, Diamond said, we all have whole moments. Hold on. It slipped out. We all have whole moments. I don't want to know a man body count. I don't really want to know a woman's body count. I might bring it up in a conversation just to be messy, but I don't really care. I don't really care because what you tell me don't mean it's the truth. And L said, I'm single. Just put it out there, ladies. So that, hey, I get it now. That's why L kept quiet over there. He like, oh, hey, good with L. Hey, I like it, L. All right. She said, yeah, Levon, I looked at your page too. That's how I know you dress like a teenager. Hey, tell her, L, you got that sauce, man. Tell her you got that sauce. All right. All right. L. We got another one. Oh, here we go. Miss T said L got those whole tendencies after checking females' profiles. You heard that, L? What do you think about that? Miss T said you got them whole tendencies. Hey, L got his best behavior right after that, didn't he? L, did you hear that? L. Okay. L, you gotta let's just put this out there for you, L. What's your comeback on this? She said Levon looks like he can eat some cat up. L, you gonna respond? You gotta respond to that. He said no doubt. Oh, is that no doubt? Oh, I guess L said he can eat it up, no doubt. L said also his whole days are over. And said everyone is a hole in the bedroom, but it's a whole different thing knowing that a person is going around sleeping with any and everything. I agree with that. Diamond said, Levon O'Neal, yeah, right. Nah, you didn't miss it. We still got a little bit more. I got started a little bit late today, so we're gonna run it over just a little bit. So you guys can go in here and sound off real quick, Miss Jones. So the question is, can you turn a hoe into a spouse? And what makes a man a hoe and what makes a woman a hoe? That's the going thing. So right now, the whole, well, you know what? We'll let you answer it. But the whole consensus right now is saying that people ain't worried about people's past, People are like, are you good to me now, right? And I think the newer generation, man, they do stuff that we didn't do. And I don't think they give a shit. The newer generation don't give a shit. So I think that thing of the past is gone. Because like I said earlier, a lot of people back in the 50s and 60s, I mean, they did it too. Look at Woodstock. You think Woodstock wouldn't have happened if they were? So I just think it's just human nature. That's all it is. Hey, Levon. Miss Diamond said, Levon, you got to eat the booty too. Hey, he said, hit me up then. All right, Miss Jones. She said him is trying to get on here. Okay, tell him come on in and sound off real quick. Hey, it's going down over here. Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble.
All right, Miss Diamond is bringing the heat tonight. And you know what? I love she's not bashful, L. I think you met your match. Oh, he said my granddaughter is right here. Hey, Oh, okay. But L, listen, man, listen. Just turn the volume down. Well, you know what? You ain't got no earphones, man. He said, let him put it to bed. You better hurry up. We're gonna sign off here in a little bit. We're gonna let you go back. I think, honestly, Miss Diamond done punked L out a little bit because she said, you got to eat the booty too. That's what she said. And L didn't respond. L has tucked his tail and ran. Uh-oh. hey, L. Hey, Diamond says she knows you a hoe. Yeah, you can't hide it. Hey, that's some good stuff. L, you can't let her get away with that, dude. You can't let her get away with that, man. You got to clap back on that, man. Oh God, that was a good one. Hey, Diamond bringing the heat. Diamond bringing the heat. L said, "LOL." Oh, Diamond said, "Jervis, you know you eat the booty too. Don't play." Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, and you might not believe it. My kids know I'm a virgin, and I want to make sure that they always look at me as such. That's how it goes down. L said, "I'll be your hoe, Diamond." Hey, Miss T says she killing him. Yes, she is. She had pulled him up to the guillotine and pulled it. L is gone. Yep. Oh, him. What's going on, man? Glad you rolled up in here, man. We all was and are hoes. Hey, I agree with that. Would you settle down with a girl that had a potential high body count that some people consider a hoe? Would you take a girl and say, hey, I'm settling down with her? Like how, what do you say? Moneybag Yo say, he said, you say she a hoe, but she my hoe. It's my turn now. Would you say that? L said, I'm right cheer. L, I'm like Miss T. He said, yes. Him, you will feel said, yes. Listen, the way I look at it is you can go, but what's funny is this was crazy. Somebody, one time it was a girl I met, I start talking to, and somebody was telling me that, oh man, I think she messed with this certain person or blase. And I listened to him and I backed off. And that dude got with that girl and had a baby by the girl. So it taught me a very valuable lesson. Just because somebody tell you that, don't mean they believe that. And they might be trying to get in your space. And I learned that lesson at a young age. Yep. All right. I put my highlight up here and it took you off. All right. Diamond said, Levon, this didn't take much to bring your whole side out. Hey, L. She got a good point. She said it didn't take much. So what she did was flirted with you a little bit and brought your whole side right out. So you're trying to say L is easy? Oh, okay. Him, you feel said, I just make her my hoe. And a good one. There you have it. Hold on. Oh, I'm way up here. Hey, Diamond said, you a virgin where? I'm a virgin. My kids know I'm a virgin. Yep, they know it. Lisa Redmond said his ears. Uh-oh, here we go. Hold on. Hold on. Lisa laughed out loud. Miss Jones said, facts. And Levon O'Neill said, still a man. And Diamond said, easy as pie. Yep. So L. So Diamond just basically she played you, man. She pulled you out and said she know you can eat the cat and eat the booty. Hey, but L, just tell her straight up. That don't make you a hoe. That just means you're gonna please the girl you with, right? Yep. All right, let's see what Nene said. Scott, the women want to know if you're single. If I'm single, nope, I'm not single. Nope. Who said? John L.K. Jones said, yeah. Levon said exactly. Miss Diamond said, Jervis, you light skinned. So in the 80s and 90s, you was a man, so we know you got around too. Did I got around in the 80s, 90s? No, I was a virgin. I was a virgin. L said, I don't eat booty. I'm a virgin and never been married. I've never been married either. Never been married. I'm a virgin. Yeah, I'm a virgin. LaVon said, you lied, Jervis Scott Free Brown. Hey, it happens, man. You gotta tell people what they want to hear sometimes, man. Scott Free, LaVon O'Neal, what it do, fam? What's going on with you, man? What's going on with you, man? All right. Oh, Diamond said, LaVon, you gotta grow up then. That's what she said. Miss T said, I've seen the video, so I know you're not a virgin. You seen what video? You ain't seen no video. She said, I've seen the video. Oh, there's some videos out. It could be with a lookalike. John L.K. Jones said, LOL. Sam said, all good. Sam Wright said, all good. LaVon O'Neal said, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, man. Miss T, Diamond Corman said, oh, did his tape leak? Miss T said, nah, that was you. Well, it was who? Me? I keep telling you I'm a virgin. I keep telling you I'm a virgin. I keep saying it. My kids know it. My kids know I'm a virgin. And that's the truth. My kids know it. LaVon said, why did he come in here tonight? Because you was curious. And Miss Diamond has eaten everybody alive tonight, hasn't she? John Jones says, I know that, man. Here we go. Here we go. She said, I got a snippet of it. Well, you wasn't a virgin in that video. Uh-oh. I would like to see a video. You got to hit me up. I want to see what video you talking about. All right. Miss Diamond said, LaVon, you eat some booty, you won't be dressed in 17 no more. It'll make you grow up. L? Hey, tell her, L. Go ahead, L. Don't let her get away with that. Ooh. Uh-oh. Sam said, Miss T, the question for today is, are you wearing panties or not right now? Uh-oh. Sam has struck out. Here we go. I'm not struck out. He has lashed out. Here we go. Shots fired at you, Miss T. Shots fired. Oh, Monica Lewinsky. What's going on, young lady? Hey, she said, now booty is my language. Nene said, hell, we want to see the video. Miss T said, not. And L said, inbox him and let him see. Miss Diamond says, Sam wears whitey tighties. Hey. Monica said, hey, Monica. So the question tonight is, the topic is, can you make a hoe into a spouse? Can you settle down and make them into a spouse? That's the question. And a lot of people say that's out the door, you know. All that stuff is out the door with all that, who they done been with and all that. So I think we passed that. So I guess it's safe to say that, hey, you can. What's going on, John? He said, I'm new to your videos. Well, I'm glad. Come join on in. If you easily offended, please, you better run out of here real quick, because people in here are so damn messy, and they're going to call you out. They're going to put you into it. Just like Diamond called out L a little bit earlier and asked him, said he looked like he could eat the coochie. And when he said, yep, I can, she said, well, then that means you're going to eat the booty too. And then L ran. But he came back in here. All right, hold on. Let me go back up. Okay. Monica said, a man got to have a fat butt for me. Oh, okay. Okay. She placed her order out. So she want a man with that. She said, are you married, Scotty? Yeah, I got 5 wives. 5 of them. I got 5 of them. Yep, married with 5 wives. And April says she answered the phone for 2 minutes and she come back and it's getting hot in here. And Mr. John Jones said, I can handle it. And Levon said, yep, it's sharks out here. Uh-oh. Diamond wants to know, Miss Karma. Diamond wants to know, Miss Monica, why do you like dudes with big butts? She says she like them big butts. L said you said you never been married. Hey, man. Hey, I'm trying something new. I'm what do you call them? Polyamorous. Is that what it is? Polyamorous? She said, then there's the answer to your question. What's the answer to the question? We missed the answer to the question, Monica. We lost. Tell us. Oh, she said motorboat that be. Oh, okay. So Monica says she gonna motorboat it. There you go. Monica is not for the faint of heart. Monica, you know you're gonna have some proposals by the end of the week. You know people gonna be in there. Miss T. Kyle said you have multiple partners. That ain't multiple partners if you're married. Sam Wright said, Monica, you must like eating booty too. Hey, that's what she said. She said motorboat it. Sam, she said motorboat it. Diamond said, Monica says she eats men's butts. You go, girl. Hey, listen, guarantee you that girl polyamory. Yep, that's it. Guarantee that girl, listen. I guarantee that girl done broke some hearts. Nah, that ain't my thing. Get my butt ate out. Nah, that wouldn't be my thing. Huh? Can't doubt nobody else ever that if that's their thing. Oh, Monica said, nah, they can't handle it, or they won't admit that they like it. She said most men ain't gonna admit that they like it. hey, Sam said, Monica, I love you, and that's my type of woman. Monica, listen, Monica, listen. We all know that you're gonna get some proposals coming through your box real soon. So how do you separate the serious with the curious? Okay, Diamond said, Monica, they like it. I've heard stories. L said, nah, I ain't with that. I ain't with it. That's what L said. It's crazy, ain't it? Make sure I ain't missing nobody else's comments. All right, guys. We are tuning on down for this. Thank you guys for coming out. If you are on YouTube, hey, John Jones said he's not with it. Hey, let me ask you this, John. Let's say some girl tries it. Would you be ready to fight? Have you ever tried it? When I was younger, I tried it. It wasn't my thing. It was all right. It wasn't my thing. I've tried it. I know a girl, because the girl done went down, and hypothetically, a girl could have gave you head, went down and teabagging and went a little further down, tried it, Not saying I know anything about it, because like I said, I'm a virgin. She said, Monica said, I know they do. Had a couple of the hardest motherfuckers begging. Hey, Monica put it down. Monica puts it down. But you guys have been great tonight, and I appreciate it. Nah, I ain't throw my legs back. She said, did you throw your legs back? No. Oh, okay, Diamond. You know what? Let me ask you this. Do you like getting yours done? And do you want your man to do it? April start laughing. You know what? Monica would come in here and come strong right when we get ready to sign off. And I remember this. Make sure next Thursday night, you make sure you come on because we're going to get you for this one. But anyway, guys, if you're on our YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, and share. Remember, we do this every Thursday night at 8 o'clock. It is on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. So if on any one of those, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share the page and all that. Helps the channel keep growing. And if you guys want to call into the show next week, you can. You just write the number down. It'll be scrolling across. And this room is going to keep on going, man. I hate to sign off on here, but it's the end. Nene said, "Oh, let me hit these on off real quick." Diamond said, "I love getting mine done." Okay, hold on. Let me just go through these real quick. He said, Sam said, Monica can tell you about the spot between the booty hole and the ball sack. And Diamond said, I love getting mine done. And Nene said, I don't like feeling wet between the ass. That's when you get attacked. Listen, you're going to be wet between the ass anyway. If you and a guy having sex, it's going to run down in between there anyway. So it's going to be the same thing. Monica said, no, not Monica. Hold on. I'm trying to get caught up real quick. Hold on. Diamond said, it's a requirement to eat mine. Monica said, they're going to wear their ankles as earrings effing with her. And John said, oh, really? And Monica said, the man's G-spot is right there. All right. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to keep up with it. All right, hold on. This storm is bad out my way. Gotta go to my safe place. All right, Miss T, we can ready to sign off anyway. And Miss Diamond said, hey Sam, that's called a gooch. All right, guys. If you're, like I said, we're gonna sign off. We done went past the time. We had to go over a little bit because I started late. So until next week, guys, teach you till we please you. And the shirts will be in real soon. We're still working with the company, trying to get it in. So we'll be sharing more and more of that real soon. But like I said, keep subscribing, keep sharing the channel, keep helping it grow. And you guys can have at it in the comment section. So until next week, till next Thursday, remember everybody, next Thursday, 8 o'clock, and we'll be in. Peace. Teach you till we please you. Peace.